Hi everyone, so this is my new petrol powered pressure washer. It's from P1pe, which is position 1 power equipment. The model number is P3200PWT. I've got it off Amazon for £540. I did a lot of research on petrol power washers just to get started, and this came in the medium range for me, where it had the power that I think I need for the area that I'll be working in, but also to be able to get a good clean, easy maintenance, etc. It does have a Hyundai engine, so I would have liked a Honda engine, but unfortunately it was out of my price range currently. So I'm going to unbox it and let's show you guys. Right, so I've taken it out of the box. It is pretty heavy. I think on the description on Amazon it was weighing about 38 kg. So when it did get delivered, it got delivered by two guys, and they brought it out into the shed for me, into my gym area. So that was very useful. I definitely need to do a bit of a workout now, just so I can move this around easier myself in the future. So I need to start getting them muscles built again. So however, once you do take it out the box separately, so all the bits and bobs, you'll be able to quite easily take it out on its own. So I've taken all the parts out, and there's the bad boy. So what I'm going to do next is take off the cover and start putting it together. Right, so that's the plastic cover off it, and that's how it looks. So I'm going to start reading instructions and start putting this together. I will fast forward some bits and whilst I'm reading instructions, etc. However, I would recommend checking the manual, so the instructions online. That'll give you an idea of how to put it together as well, and speed the process up, and let you know the sort of oil you need, etc. So yeah, make sure you check the manual out online. I'll add it into the description if I remember, but otherwise yeah, enjoy me putting this together. Easy, that straightforward. Okay, so that's the handle installed, and next up will be the wheels. So there is a image that shows you where the wheels need to be screwed on. However, it doesn't actually say the instructions on here. It just shows you, and it skips straight to attaching the upper and lower gun hooks. So I guess it's pretty straightforward. You're just screwing some wheels onto this bad boy. So they'll be facing out like that. You pop it through, and in the bolt there's a hole that goes straight through the bolt, and this is where the clips will go in. Let's give it a go. That's one on. So I was struggling to get this clip through the bolt. However, I've kind of figured it out whilst trying to get out. It's a bit of a pain to get out, so I'm going to get my tools just to get this back out again. But yeah, so you might want to give it a try like that as well first, so you get an idea of how it works before you try it on the wheel. I'm going to try that now. go. I think you might have heard the clip clicking. So check to see. Yep, that's pretty secure now. It does go down a bit further, but struggling to do it with my hand, so I might just get the mallet and do it with the mallet, rubber mallet that is. So I didn't actually use the rubber mallet. It's actually secure as it is. It's not going any further, which I guess is a good sign, but pretty sure it would actually make it securer. As you can see, the size of the hole in the clip should wrap around that, my guess is, rather than the first stage. I guess they might have done this so it's easier to get off. However, you can just pull it apart anyway. So what I'm going to do next is do the other one. Should be pretty straightforward. Let's move that out of the way. Remember guys, this is exterior. Bolts in position. This side's a bit harder because you've got less room for your hand. Well, there you go. I don't know if you heard the clip there, but that's that done now. So the wheels are on and they're working smoothly. So next up is the stoppers for the front. Again, there's no instructions for these, so it should be fairly straightforward. It came with these two, and there's an image for it. So, assuming these two black bolts, nuts are for the top. Yeah, so let's give this a go. That's done. However, I will have to get the wrench and the spanner out to just tighten it, make sure it's quite level. So I'm just going to get my wrench. Right, so got myself a socket, screwdriver, just to tighten these nuts up. It is 13, so 1/3 millimeters. Yep, that's one has been done. I'm going to move over to this one. Yep, and that one's done as well. Move these tools out of the way, but I will need them later. Moving on to the next stage. So next up is attaching the accessory hooks. So they come in a plastic bag. So I'm just going to give them a go now. So first up is black. That's been pushed in. Is white here. This is all pretty straightforward, by the way. Just push them in. That's red, which is 0 degrees. Yellow, which is 15. White, by the way, is 40. Black is used for the soap. And then we've got green, which is 25. Now, I'm just going to lift up the camera, and before I do that, just to let you know there is a nozzle cleaner as well, so keep a hold of that. I'm just going to put that back in the plastic bag, and just to the side for now. Just going to lift you guys up and show you this on the back of the pressure washer, which is a guide for the nozzles. So it looks like it shows cars, garden furniture, pavers, fences. Can't make out the middle one. Stairs. Again, can't make out the next one. Houses, the type of house, big or small, I guess, or caravan. And not actually sure what the last one is, but I'll have a look to see if I can find any more information on that in the manual. But it's always good to know that it's always there. Moving guys back over here. Let's continue. Next up is attaching a spray gun. That's one part. That's the other part. That's the side for now. Okay, it's pretty cool spray gun, quite comfortable. Just move this back. Put this together. Start. So this part's pretty straightforward. You screw it in. Do that. A bit of that. Going the wrong way there. Oh, I am going the wrong way again. So that's that part just goes in, squeeze in. Yep, that's in. Quite a good length. Goes up to about more width there. So just putting the gun to the side. So next up is replacing the shipping plug, which is here in red, with the yellow supply dipstick, which is here. Is attached to it there. It's a bit of a pain to get this off. They tried to unscrew it by hand, but it didn't. So I'm just going to do this with a wrench. Still tight. taken off. Then this is the supply dipstick. I'll pop it in. As tight as it goes, a little bit more. There you go, that's as tight as I can get it. Hey guys, so the next step is filling the oil. Now it's quite important that it is full, so I'm going to do this now. I did make a mistake by buying the wrong oil, so it does need to be 15W40 engine oil. Now I ended up buying 10W30 engine oil because the online manual referred to 10W30. So I ended up buying the wrong oil, but no big deal. There's a local garage near me that sells oil, so I ended up buying some general 15W40 oil to stick into this engine now. It does say carefully add 1.1 litres worth of oil, and be sure to replace both dipsticks before attempting to start the engine. And to check the oil, set pressure washer on a level surface, wipe dipstick clean, then reinstate the dipstick without rethreading. So I'm going to do that now. Apologies about the noise, next door neighbours are getting some work done, so there's a lot of tools getting used next door. So I'm going to do the oil now. So you can see slightly better. These are the grey dipsticks. There's one on each side, so one on this side of the wheel, and then one about here as well on the opposite end. I'm going to use this side just because it's closer to use, and it should be straightforward. Yeah, so that fits in perfectly. So there, let's give this a go. So that looks about 1.1. Take this out slowly. And put the dipstick in to see if it's up there. So still needs a bit more. It's in the middle, it needs to be right to the top. So let's give it another go. Maybe a tad bit more, because an instruction says don't screw the dipstick back on. So I've not done that. I just popped it in and had a read. Have another read. Still do some more. Just being very cautious because it does say don't overfill. I don't want a mess to be caused either indoors. That pretty much looks like it's up to the line. again. Getting some putting another drop. See what happens. Okay, that should be good to go now. I did read online, I think it was one of the reviews on Amazon, which mentioned if it's not right, it's not filled up correctly, the oil, the engine won't start. So it's important, I guess, to make sure it's filled correctly. A mess here with some of the oil. I've never really filled oil before in an engine other than the car, which doesn't really make much of a mess. I guess next time I'll do this outside. Okay. So that's one job done. And next up is the unleaded petrol. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm just going to unscrew the top. It's quite clear where it needs to be. Comes off. Hey guys, so next up is filling up the petrol. Pretty straightforward. Petrol cans there. Open it up. Put your funnel in. In the petrol bit as well is the filter with a red mark showing the level of the fuel as well. So hopefully you don't overfill as well. So, let's go. Again, filling up petrol for the first time other than in a car. Just bought the unleaded 99 from the local petrol station earlier today. To get about 4 litres, just over 4 litres. So let's see what happens. Got some splashback as well. So I think next time I'll probably get a head for it to help get in without any spillages. So guys, just as I was filling up the petrol, obviously did some dangerous stuff, won't do this again, but I was filling up the petrol indoors, and obviously it started to overfill. That's the reason why petrol was falling out from the sides. It wasn't loads, but I have cleaned it up, wiped up the petrol, and then mopped the floor as well a few times. So the pressure washer's there. Just going to give it another wipe down, make sure I've got all the petrol sorted. None of it's gone in any important bits, just towards the front mainly. I'll get it dried up now. Right guys, I didn't actually do this at the assembly right at the beginning, which I should have. So I'm mounting the gun bracket. You got your rivet, push it in, and then you'll have a top screw, plastic also, and then you just push it through. Do the same for the bottom one. So push through the rivet, the one with the hole, and then push the screw through. So that's been done. It does say hit it with a hammer, well, a mallet, carrying case, and yeah, that is secure now. Right guys, so next up is the bottom half of the gun mount. So this will be placed here. I'm just not sure. I think it should be like that. Let me just check. Yeah, it will be like that. So it'll rest on here. Now, get the bolts out. So you've got a washer, a bolt, and a nut. It'll go that way. So, do this again. Washer on. And then the nut. Right, so I'm just going to get some tools just so I can tighten it up. There you go, that's in nice and securely now. That was a H4, X4. So I've done the quick connect to the hose and the gun. I'm struggling to get this connected to the pressure washer. Let's give it another go. Untangle it. Second. In theory, you pull this back and it connects, but it's not. I'm definitely doing it in the right place. So I've been struggling to get this quick connected. It just needs a little bit of a push. Some of the ball bearings or the bearings weren't pushing in, I was pushing in the connector. Right, so that's that done. Next up is the hose pipe. Right guys, so got my old hose here. I'm gonna disconnect these because I've got new fittings on the ones provided. That's come off. Next is unscrew this. Start. Okay. So right now what I'm going to do, so this came in with a pressure washer. Push that in, much as I can. I'm probably going to upgrade hoses as well, so we can connect and disconnect a lot quicker. Right guys, so I've got two fittings, hose fittings with pressure washer, so I'm just going to connect them now. Let's get the clips on first, like that, so it can get tightened on later. We'll probably end up upgrading my hose at a later date, so it makes it easier. This is just the old one lying around in the house. Hey everybody, so yesterday I was struggling to get the engine started, so I did a few bits like releasing the air from the pump, reducing the PSI, hence why my pressure washer is here now and not near the tap, because I ended up doing the front patio. So today I'm going to do the rear garden. I'm going to pour down some degreaser first, but I'm going to get the engine started just to show you guys how to do it for this model. I'll show you where everything is and then we'll take it from there. So first thing I did was connected the hose, ran some water through it just to release some pressure from the water. So currently there's no water running, but I'll turn that on in a few seconds. But the first thing I would recommend you do is reduce the PSI. That 100% definitely helps with starting the engine. So what I'm going to do next is go turn on the water. So this is a sample of what I jet washed yesterday. It's not the greatest because the neighbours' rubbish is all there, so I didn't manage to clean their area, and I didn't do any post treatment of SH. But today I'm going to use a degreaser in the back, and hopefully that will make a difference. I'm going to use regular toilet bleach because I don't actually have any SH in at the moment. It didn't get delivered until Thursday, but today's really the only day I've got a chance to restart. So first things first, water's on. The air from the pump's already been released, so I connected the hose, pressing the... Going to do this for about a minute just to get the air out. If you remember guys, to lower the PSI, and that will help get the engine started on a first go. Because I did struggle quite a lot yesterday, mainly every time you fail at starting the engine, you need to press the nozzle to release the built-up air pressure. So that's something that I learned yesterday. Took me a long time, but I managed it. Let's get this going in a second. That's been about a minute. I've let go. I'll come over here, press on. Over here, and I turn the fuel to on, which is the bottom one, and I'm going to turn it to choke. So, apologies. So the bottom one is on, the top one is on choke. So this should allow me now to do an engine start. But before I do that, I'm just going to mount the camera, because I won't be able to show you. Just one moment. Releasing any pressure got up. down, pull this, feel it, the tension. And here's Romeo planning his escape. So this floor's already been pre-treated about a week ago with weed killer and some Spear Jackson patio cleaner. Not the best of stuff, but I thought until I'm waiting for the power washer to get delivered, it could make a start. So this is day 3 after the SH application. I did a 50-50 mix, let it sit for about 20 minutes before brushing with a brush and then rinsing off with the hose. I did use some of the neighbour stuff and give it a clean. I did spray down their weeds and sprayed it on theirs as well. Hasn't cleared up massively, however it's made a big difference in mine. As you can see, it's nice and clear. It has rained a bit, a few drops, so it doesn't look amazing so far, but I think it's a big change.